So guys, welcome to the channel. We are talking WPL today, and if you've been on the channel for a little while, you'll know that I am a bit of a WPL fanboy. And there is nothing wrong with being a WPL fanboy. They make some awesome rigs. If you'd bought one of them maybe 18 months, 2 years ago, you might have been a little bit disappointed with the longevity of some of the components, whereas WPL definitely over the last 12 months or more, massively up in their game. I'm a little bit biased because I really do like them, and I am in pretty close contact with the WPL owners. So V3 sound kit. It's not long since the V2 sound kit was out, actually. There was a few, I wouldn't say there was loads of issues with the V2 sound kit. It was absolutely fine. The range was a little bit questionable of how far you could go. They've gone back to the drawing boards, made some good improvements. Now, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly what the update is for the V3. I'm going to put on the screen now the list of stuff they have done to change it. And as you'll see, one of the main things, or one of the main things for me is increasing that range by a lot. There was no issue with the range because these little trail trucks, you don't generally take them for a, you don't just sit and then drive them about 200 meters, but some cool upgrades. Now, here is the new circuit board. I will get some close-ups for you now. So as you can see, lots going on there. It looks like, I will confirm, and I'll put it up on the screen as well, but it looks like there's a little bit of waterproofing going on there, because you can just see a little bit of like conformal coating or something on there. So it looks like there might have been a little bit of weatherproofing. You've got bits for your lights, you've got power, you've got the speaker, 3-channel there, which goes with the transmitter. We'll talk about that at the moment. And then this again is one of the big updates. You can actually connect this, because this is ESC, a receiver and a sound kit all in one, and it's got accessories that you can put on like your winch and stuff. And this bit is for an external ESC, so you can connect another truck up. Doesn't have to be a WPL, you can connect anything up, any rig up to this. You'll be able to use the sound kit on this with an external ESC. I'm not going to try that today. The reason I'm not going to try it today, one, I haven't got time to test it, and two, I think you need a Y lead for this. I don't think I've got enough stuff, so I'm not going to test it, but that is for your external ESC. A little tab there, I don't know if you can see it. That's the same as if you watch my V2 one. You can switch that over between car 1 and car 2, so you can actually have one transmitter that will control 2 rigs. All you do is you hold down the 2 buttons on the top. You can take 2 rigs out and you can run them both one after the other, or if you're a bit more skilled than me, you can actually put them both to car 1 and you can have them both running at the same time off of one transmitter. Talking of transmitters, a little update to this, and I will be honest with you, a small update, but it's made a big difference to how this looks and just the quality feel of it. I haven't got one of the very first ones from WPL, but it was just a basic point and shoot, non-proportional steering, none of this up here, no steering trim or buttons, just an on-off switch. This is the V2 one with the 3rd channel there for your winch, and then your gear shifting, your lights on and off, your steering trim. You'll notice the difference in the colours. This has got a matte finish to it, and it's really strange, and I can't describe how it fits. It's got a really nice soft touch feel about it. I want to say it kind of looks a bit velvety. It's definitely going to get greasy fingerprints all over it, especially from me. But just that change in that finish has made this feel 100 times better quality. Nothing wrong with the quality of them, fit nicely in the hand, but definitely I like that improvement. Well done. So that's the transmitter, that's your ESC receiver and sound kit and everything else. You've got all your light controls on, like I've spoken about. Comes with a nice little instruction leaflet, and you can get a diesel version, which that one is, and you can get a petrol version, which I've stuck in this truck. You've all sat there patiently while this has been in the background saying get on with it just so we can see the truck. Well, here is the truck. This is my bitser. When I say bitser, it's a bits of this and a bits of that. And we've got a winch on there. We are running a B chassis, so a B series chassis, which is the straight ladder chassis with leaf springs. This has got the aftermarket leaf springs, which give you a bit more flex, bit more height, bit more realism. We've got the new WPL winch. This is made to fit the C34 and the C44 series. However, I've got it fitted on there because the B chassis is a little bit longer. So with the C body on it from the C14 C24, you've got a bit of overhang, perfect for a winch. And I think this truck looks very real, as in you do see a lot of Toyota Hilux that are a bit beaten up, stuff bolted on, some bits missing, and I think this does give it a very good look. This cab is actually the original one off of my very first WPL. The first WPL I ever bought was a C14 ready to run. Quickly upgraded it to like fully proportional with a servo and a bigger motor, and that was the very first WPL video on the channel of this, and it has gone through a few changes, and now we're running a C24 style body, 2-speed gearbox, stock motor in there, with the winch and the petrol version of the electronics. Let's stick a battery in, I'll fire it up, and then we're going to go for a run. I ain't running anywhere. I don't do running. We're going to go and run the car. So people quite often ask what batteries I run on these. I quite often use these lithium ions, 1200 milliamp hour, and they are out of the little 1/18 scale. You know, like the Traxxas Teton copy, I think they're HS brand. And these fit, especially on this one, they fit in the back perfectly, and you get loads of run time. When you first switch these on, you have to bind them every time you switch it on. It's a bit, I mean, I'd say it's a bit of a pain having to bind it every time, but it literally takes seconds, as I've just shown you there. So now we're on. Got the old school lights. Like when I say old school, the early lights, the newer ones are like a yellow, more retro feel. These are the original lights in there. You hear the steering there with the indicator. So if you had the lights connected to it, you could have indicators on it. I've only got the headlights connected to it, but you can put full lights on it, and then we'll start it up. If you hold that down, your lights will go on and off. So hold it down, lights will go off. And then hold it down again, lights on. Turn it off for now, and then low gear, press the shift, and then high gear. And then your winch works off of, this is the third channel on the side, winch in, winch out. I like to hook it, whoa. I like to hook it over the back like you see, or some people strap it around here like you see on a real one-to-one truck. Just means it's easier when you do come to an obstacle, you can unhook it and you've got a bit of length there. Anyway, I've been talking for quite some time now. This is the petrol version. The diesel version, there are videos on the channel of all the other ones, so have a listen to them. The sound hasn't changed. The speaker is now a nice small one. The older speaker was quite big. The older speaker does actually sound a little bit beefier. Had a problem with interference. This one does seem a lot better, so I think they've done that as well. There's a bit of work been done on that interference issue. So let's take it on a trail.